Hello everybody, hope you are doing well today. Welcome in this video where we're going to introduce to you the purpose of our project. As you know, money is what makes the world go around. It's what pays the bills. There is no doubting that travel and tourism can be a great way to make money. After all, it's the biggest industry in the world. The impact of tourism on the economy is enormous. Today, we will see together the role of tourism in economic development. But before that, I would like to present my team. بالحسين سعاد توهري ليليا مزوزي يانيس الواش فريال أبيديا أحمد تواتي محمد. Our project work is about English tourism and economic development. It contains an introduction, definition of tourism, origin of tourism, tourism and economic development, discourse features, linguistic features, activity and text, tests and genres, activities needed by students, teaching model in tourism, conclusion, and bibliography. Around the globe, a plethora of countries rely on natural resources as the economic matter, whereas others are obliged to develop new sources in order to achieve a safe economic growth. Tourism is considered to be the best economic option for these countries. It holds a respectable amount of benefit to the hosting destinations. Because we are talking about tourism, we absolutely need to know what tourism is. So here we have the definition of tourism. Tourism is a geographical, human, social, economic, cultural, and spatial-temporal multidisciplinary activity. It's geographical activity because it's related mainly to destinations that attract tourists due to their geographical location, climate, and natural characteristics of human activities. Because without tourists and service provider, they cannot be tourism. It's social because it brings people together through the movement of tourists. Tourism is an economic activity because it contributes to the development, it generates incomes, creates employment, it attracts investment, it has a multiple effects. Spatial-temporal, taking into account space and time, tourism requires free time and travel to a location other than the usual. Then we have here the origin of tourism, which is related to the general association with the ideology of travel. After that, we have the definition of tourism in economic development. Tourism is an economic activity that creates a vital service of the world. It creates service and product. It generates countries, employment, and investment. It has become a thriving industry that has a significant economic and social impact on economy and societies. Now we move to the discourse features found on tourism. Firstly, we have domestic tourism, means residents that travel domestically do so within their own nation. Secondly, we have inbound tourism. Traveling from outside the country are considered inbound tourists, like for example, British person traveling to India. Thirdly, we have outbound tourism. Outbound tourism refers to the travel of citizens of one country to another, and like for example, Indians traveling to Australia. Here we have features that might promote responsible tourism. Firstly, we have tourism is a temporary phenomenon. Tourism is a stranger to tourist place. It's a movement of a person inside or outside any country. It's a movement outside home environment. Tourism is an activity selected by the choice of people. Tourism may be carried out from any reason but not for earning. There is no time limit. Tourism may be for a day or stay 1 month also. It's necessary a pleasure and recreational activity. Characteristic of tourism. Firstly, we have intangibility, which means that tourism is not a product but an experience. Then we have perceptibility, that tourism is an opportunity to make money. Thirdly, we have sensitivity, that customers may be more or less likely to go somewhere with changing season. And for the end, we have interdependence. All sorts of independent companies depend on one another to make tourist experience unforgettable. After that, tourism impact on economic development and business. Then here we move to linguistic features. What is linguistic features? Linguistic tourism is also defined as a study abroad experience that include activities that heighten the language learning process and include culturally oriented activities. Then activities and tasks are tourism, type of tourism and its tasks and activities. So tourism is one of the most important industry in the economy and it has grown all the worldwide. And it refers to all activities of visitors, including both tourists, other non-visitors, and same day visitors. Tourism is also about the activities which people do while traveling to a destination they are visiting. As the sector have various types, so in each type will be activity and task. This type may include adventure tourism, cultural tourism, business tourism, and medical tourism. Text and journals. Firstly, we have promotional text addressed to the general public. Secondly, we have a specialized text addressed to the experts in tourism. Activities needed by students during their study. Firstly, we have volunteer vacation, study abroad, adventure language immersion program, internship, company, road trip, take walk and tour. Teaching model in tourism. Inputs. It include infrastructure and curriculum, human resources, administration, and environment. Secondly, process. It includes skills, knowledge, experiences. Thirdly, output. Employment opportunity, growth, satisfaction. As a conclusion, we can say nowadays tourism is viewed as the first industry in the world. It's the white gold of the third millennium. It promotes the opening of major future projects as it constitutes support for growth source of creating wealth and substantial incomes. It has evolved to be one of the most economic sector around the world.